Another option under H1, ZG just starts the spectrum without doing any additional work. There's another option here called ACQ. It's right under ZG. It's a basic 1D fully automated spectrum, but it will also shim the magnet. I'm going to guess that that may be necessary. It'll also provide an auto zero, and I'm just going to overwrite that file again. Notice it says receiver gain is being adjusted. That's an important thing. This instrument can actually run a pure sample as well as a sample that's been diluted in TMS. Probably talk more about that on another video. But obviously a sample that is pure, it will provide a much stronger signal because there are a whole lot more hydrogens in there than a sample that's been diluted in deuterated chloroform. So that's something we'll have to talk about. The instrument is trying to shim the magnet to get a more homogeneous field. Recall that when an NMR is run, the thing that is optimal would be that the magnetic flux, all the lines of magnetic flux go parallel with each other through the area of the sample. If those lines are not exactly parallel to each other, the sample won't come out looking right. And it's now acquiring the actual data. And it's done. It says you can use, oh, it fed right into it. Well, very good. Hey, and notice that in this particular case, the integration curves look better. Now, I know from putting in the sample that this was ethyl benzene, and ethyl benzene should not have an integration of 1 to about 1/2 to about 3/4. Another issue is that it automatically integrates everything it sees. That includes the TMS peak, which came out exactly on 0. That's good. Now remember, if you want to change the integration values because you know what the compound is, for example, ethyl benzene, I know that the benzene should be 5 hydrogens. Type ID to bring you into the integration display, and you'll see another slide bar appear on the left-hand side of the screen. Take the mouse pointer to the edge of where the integration is, click the left mouse button, and press V. That brings up this dialog box. Current value is 1.29, that's what the integration says it is. I'm going to change that to 5. Notice there's also an absolute value. Don't worry about that. Just change the current relative value to 5, hit enter. Now the benzene signal has been changed to 5. The little quartet is 1.8. The triplet is 2.8. Much better. You know that in the case of ethyl benzene, that should really be 5 to 2 to 3. So it's close but not right on. To get it right on, you'd have to do some fiddling, probably run a longer scan and let the averaging come out better. Anyway, to get out of integration display, hit enter again. There you are. And I could print this again, but I will do one other thing first to show you how to do it, and that's a zoom. When you've got this much of the window being taken up, and this is going all the way up to 13.5, all the way down to -1, -1.5, I believe. That's a bigger window than I need for just ethyl benzene. Notice the peaks stop at 7 point something, and down here, of course, I'd want my TMS to still show up. So I want to zoom in. Type ZO to bring up the zoom routine. Notice that the mouse cursor has changed to a large plus sign, actually crosshairs. This time around, I'll set it for about 8.5. So I'm going to go to where the 8.5 is approximately, not exactly. Hold down the left mouse button and slide across to about -0.5. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to release the left mouse button. And there you have it. That's my zoom area. Hit return to get out of the zoom routine. Hit Control E for expansion. And that is my new expanded spectrum. I'm going to reprint this now. And you might recall there's a printer icon up here. Just hit that, it's still in landscape mode, go ahead OK, and let it come out. And there you have it. That's a second spectrum. One final note, should you expand to, let's say you don't pick your zoom region correctly, and you decide you want to go back to the full screen and redo the zoom, to go back to full screen, hit Control F. So Control E for expansion when zoom's been set, Control F for going back to the full spectrum. And that is it for